Microsoft and Voyager have nothing in common, except I am bearish on both. Here's why. I am ghosty, and multiple market cycles taught me logic beats hype every time. This channel runs on one rule: no fluff, no filler, just charts, the data, just the thesis. Quick disclaimer, not financial advice, it's my own analysis, so do your own research. Microsoft first, then Voyager. Let's get into it. So as you guys can see here, I connected this pivot to this pivot low, and we got the bounce out of this one over here. So I extended this parallel, and we connected here through this price reaction over here and here, and we can get a clear resistance just a little bit above on current price. So just in context, right? So we went and had a 40% spike in less than 40 days, and we're approaching these massive resistance zones. Why? Because there's a lot of factors pointing in this area. So we have from high to low, we have the 786, 886 Fibonacci supply zone plus this resistance line. And also if we put this trend line through here and through this price action, you can see how price reacts every time. See, so this is an active trend line converging into this zone. So we have three different factors on why once price gets over here, we're gonna have a rejection. So that's the rejection I wanna play and capitalize on. And if we take a look at Microsoft versus the NDX, right, which is the pair, we have a big supply zone over here. So basically what I did is I took a fib from this high to this low, and we can get the 50% 618 zone here. But if I take this from this pivot, which was the breakdown, we can have the 886 as confluence. So all of this is a massive supply zone. So once price gets near here, basically I expect a rejection coinciding with the price. So if we reject here, basically Microsoft is gonna underperform the NDX. So those signals basically are telling me this is a shortable level, but I'm expecting a little bit more of bullish price action first before starting taking shorts. So I'm seeing something actually similar with Voyager, right? I connected this trend line through here, right? See how we rejected as well here. So price has been on this bullish momentum recently, which is let's measure this. So it's a 85% move to the upside in less than 10 days, and I expect more upside. So once we have a little bit more upside and we get into this zone, I expect a rejection. Because if you guys take a look, price blew past this first resistance, we blew past the second resistance, we now blew through this resistance. So there like once we get over here, there's a high probability, because I'm seeing also once we get here, the RSI is gonna be way overbought. So that's another key factor. But if I take a look and go further and I compare Voyager versus the NDX, we're gonna have as well a massive resistance over here. So I'll expect a rejection. We can see here this resistance coincides with all of this, which is also a key Fibonacci level, the 786 886 zone. So those are the two factors that I'm seeing. Once we get a little bit more upside, I'm gonna start accumulating short positions to get that rejection. So if you guys really enjoyed this channel, please comment, share, so more people can have access to this high quality information.